Hello again, students, and welcome back to Miss Bullock's Flipped Classroom. Today, the work that we will be doing is based around the skill of finding the main idea. So, our icons for this lesson are 1, I can learn why the main idea is important. 2, I can identify the topic. 3, I can identify the main idea. And then when we get into class, we'll be working on this, which is determine how the author builds the main idea. So, the very first thing we need to determine today is, why is the main idea important? Well, the main idea is used to establish the topic. It's also used to establish the author's point of view, as well as drive the text. In other words, it determines what is in the text and also why it's in there. So our next concern is, what is a topic? The topic is what the text is actually about. So it answers the questions who, what, when, where, why, and how. So an example of this would be in Romeo and Juliet. The topic is a boy and a girl fall in love and commit suicide because their families hate each other. Who? Romeo and Juliet, the boy and the girl. What? They fall in love and commit suicide, and it goes forward from there. Okay, so if that's the topic, then what's the main idea? Well, the main idea is the key concept, or what the author wants us to understand. This is something that you might also call the life lesson that we are supposed to learn or take away from the text. So the example for Romeo and Juliet would be that feuds, fights, can cause serious and unintended consequences, and therefore we should avoid them. That's a little bit different than the topic, isn't it? So, let's practice. Let's take this very nebulous theory and make it into something that's solid in practice. The first piece that we have today is a nursery rhyme. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. So the topic of this, what would you say the topic is? Who, what, when, where, why, how? Well, if you said that Humpty fell off of a wall, became broken, and could not be fixed, you're correct. That's who it happened to, what happened, how, and why, right? Well, what's the main idea of this then? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. Well, the main idea on this one is that sometimes some things, when they are broken, cannot be fixed, no matter how hard you try or how much power you have. Two totally different things. Topic, he fell off the wall and couldn't be fixed. Main idea, things are broken and sometimes cannot be fixed no matter what. Let's try again with something harder this time. This time we're going to look at an actual poem. This poem is called A Dream Deferred, and it's by my personal favorite poet, Langston Hughes. So here is the poem. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? Now, this poem is about dreams that never happen. They never end up getting realized. So, topic here. Well, our topic, who, what, when, where, why, how. Our topic is dreams that don't get realized. Well, what's the main idea then? If our main idea is not dreams that don't get realized, what's the life lesson I'm supposed to learn? What's the author trying to tell me? Well, that would be the main idea. And the main idea in this is that when a person has a dream that never comes true, it can affect them in many ways. One last time. This one's another poem. This one is called Fire and Ice, and it's by Robert Frost. So we're going to practice with this one. Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. So what is the topic here? Who, what, when, where, why, how? Our topic would be the end of the world. Fire or ice? So what's the main idea? What is Robert Frost trying to tell me? What am I trying to take away from this? He's trying to teach me that the emotions of desire and hate are powerful enough to cause the destruction of our world. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to see you in class, and we'll be practicing lots of fun stuff with this main idea concept. Thank you very much. And don't forget to study for your vocabulary.